I'm Hardip Shokar. I'm a Senior Associate in the IP/IT department at Slaughter & May, and my main stem of work comes from the strategic sourcing and technology practices at the firm.
What is your definition of innovation?
At Slaughter & May, we've got quite, I think, a neat and novel way of categorising and defining innovation. We split innovation into four main areas. The first is transformation innovation. So this is the sort of innovation that we know and love. It's the reason that a customer enters into a contract with a supplier. It's the way in which the customer gets from point A before the contract to point B at the end. The second is change innovation, and that is the ad hoc way in which a customer can request change through the life of the contract, and that's usually implemented via the change control process. Those two types of innovation are quite standard types of innovation that we expect and see in contracts on a normal day-to-day basis. The third then is a new type of innovation which we're seeing more and more in contracts and is becoming more usual. This is incentivised innovation. So this is where the customer has ideas about the objectives it wishes to achieve, and it expects the supplier to come to the table with new ideas, and the supplier is incentivised to do so. And then innovation utopia, I guess, is where you've got partnership innovation, and that's where the customer and supplier work together jointly to deliver innovation. In that sense, you've got the customer bringing ideas, business ideas to the table. It understands how it can make money, how it can save money, and the supplier brings its technical expertise to the partnership so that innovation can be delivered.
What do you see as the main inhibitor of innovation?
So I think the main inhibitor of innovation is customer and supplier not having a common understanding of what innovation means. So if both parties are able to articulate precisely what the customer wants and what the supplier is capable and able to deliver and willing to deliver under the contract, then I think they can define what innovation means, and then we can ensure that the contract can then deliver that.
What is your number one tip for fostering innovation in an outsourcing relationship?
So I think my number one tip would be getting the customer and supplier to understand the commercials of innovation and understanding where on the spectrum between customer control and supplier freedom the commercial deal sits. And by that what I mean is that customer control, so the way in which innovation is defined, the way it's going to be paid for, what happens if innovation is not delivered, the amount of comfort the customer will get around that. And the more comfort the customer has, the less innovation the supplier is going to be willing to deliver. Because on the other end of the spectrum, the supplier wants freedom to be able to put its ideas forward and to get those delivered and